If condensed milk and flan are delicious on their own, try mixing them together. You'll get a flan as incredible as this one. Good morning, I'm Viti and this is Grandma's Kitchen. And today we bring you a spectacular dessert, a condensed milk flan. If flan is good and condensed milk is incredible, together they make a mind-blowing dessert. It's super easy to make, you'll see, and we're going to do it in just half an hour. All set, let's get started. Let's go over the ingredients. 7 large eggs, half a liter of milk, 200 grams of white sugar, and 400 milliliters of condensed milk. 1 or 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract. And liquid caramel, about 50 or 60 grams is enough. As always, I remind you that I also leave the ingredients listed in detail below in the description box. And if not, just hit pause, grab some paper and a pen, and copy them directly from the screen. Simple ingredients and an easy recipe. I'm going to use a fairly large mold. You can also use individual molds if you prefer. That's no problem at all. I'm going to do it this way, then I'll cut it and make a big piece of flan. So the first thing we're going to do is coat this mold with a good amount of caramel. Half a small jar is plenty since it spreads well. The best trick is to pour it along the edge, then pour some inside and spread it all perfectly with a spatula. You can see that the line we made along the edge of the mold is slowly going down, thanks to the wonderful law of gravity. So we just have to spread it like this from bottom to top so that it covers the entire mold and the base is well covered. There it is. Well, once we have this, we're going to set it aside and let it cool down. To grease the mold, I'm going to use liquid caramel. Can you make your own caramel? You have to pour the sugar into the bottom of a pan. Medium-low heat, a few tablespoons of water, 2 or 3, no more. And wait patiently without touching it until the white sugar turns into something this color. It will take a while. Half an hour to 40 minutes easily. So if you're in a hurry, take the middle road, do like I do. Thanks, let's continue. Time to mix. Here we have the 7 eggs that we're going to beat with a whisk, either manual or electric, whichever you prefer. I'm telling you, if you beat them too much, they'll get really oxygenated, and you'll end up with a flan full of air bubbles. I like it that way, but there are other people who don't. So, if you like it to be denser, I recommend you use electric beaters. Alright, we've already added the sugar. We keep beating until everything is well mixed. Here we go. This will only take a short time. We'll have it ready in 20 seconds. A little bit more and it's done. Let's continue. Inside, condensed milk. This is a product I love, a derivative of cow's milk, with a very high concentration and full of flavor. We also add vanilla essence. 1 or 2 tablespoons, depending on how much you like vanilla. I really like it, so I'm going to add 2 tablespoons. We keep mixing until everything is really well combined. Here we go. As you can see, it's a bit hard to mix in this cream, this condensed milk, but in the end, you can do it and it looks as nice as you see in the picture. Super clear. In goes the milk. Let's pour it in a steady stream while we keep whisking. You can see that the bubbles created when we beat the eggs are still there. That way, I'll end up with a fluffy and really cool flan. We just need to keep whisking until everything is well combined, as you can see in the image. There you go. And then pour it into the mold that we had already prepared with caramel. I use the trick of putting it in the fridge, because that way it cools down. And the edge sticks more. It's harder, so we can pour our cream without worrying that the caramel will move. Great trick. Second trick I'm going to use, a ladle, so that when I pour the mixture, it falls from 2 heights. And the caramel doesn't move at all. There you go. Now we have our mold filled right up to the edge, And now all we have to do is get this mixture ready for the water bath. It's super easy. We have to cover it with aluminum foil. You can also use a mold that has its own lid. In my case, I don't have one, so I cover it with aluminum foil. Rira, challenge completed. Well, when you have it well covered, and I mean really well covered, because we don't want any moisture to get in, we're going to put it in a large pot with water. How much water? Just enough so that it covers the mold up to halfway. There it goes. We're going to put it in, cover it, and cook it on high heat until it boils. So let's turn up the heat. We wait, and you can see, now it's boiling. So we're going to lower the heat to the minimum and cook for 20 more minutes. Just 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, we're going to take it out of the water bath. We'll wait a little for it to cool down, with the flan already out of the pot with water, and as soon as it cools down, we can uncover it. I'm going to do the cotton test. If you insert a skewer and it comes out clean, it's ready. If it doesn't come out clean, then I'd put it back in the bain-marie and cook it a little longer. With 20 minutes, it always works. Alright, let's remove the paper completely. And now comes the most complicated part, unmolding and presenting. With the added problem that I'm all thumbs, I'm going to cheat a little with a pastry spatula. You can use a knife too. We go around the edge to loosen it. That's right. Keep it close to the edge of the mold. Let's not break the flan. There we go. This ensures it comes out of the mold. And what we're going to do is place it on a platter where we'll present it. In this case, you see it's from IKEA. We flip it over. And here you can just wait calmly for the law of gravity to do its job. You'll either hear a plop as it comes down or not. You can tap it on top with your hands like it's a drum until it comes out. I used the law of gravity until it came out, and I ended up with a flan like the one you see in the picture. Condensed milk flan. Super good. Who offers more? Riz Ras. You can't miss this delicious sweet recipe. I'm going to cut a piece. You can see how amazing it looks and how simple the recipe is. So, little knife. I used a cake spatula to take it out. We'll put it on a little plate. Let's see. Alright, right there. You can see how great it looks if I can get the camera to capture it, which is tricky. Here it goes. We remove this and focus on the cut. Incredible. This flan looks really, really good. You can't miss it. Here we go. Now it's ready. You can see the little bubbles I was talking about, which I really like a lot. And that's it. Now, condensed milk flan is ready. You can see how amazing it looks. What a slice. It's super creamy. It's really good. Super sweet with that intense creaminess, with that touch of caramel flavor. An easy dessert that turns out great. You can't miss it. It's good, as you can see. So creamy. This is amazing. If you enjoyed this recipe as much as I did, remember to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell so you get notified about my updates. Give me a super like, and why not follow me on Instagram? Perfect? That way I'll keep making recipes as good as this one. Super good.